Parametrics. Parametrics is very buggy, so during my demonstration, there may be program crashing. So let's hope it doesn't happen. So go to Parametrics, File, New Network Wizard, and just next, 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 next many times. And here it wants me to specify the output network directory, so I just put it on the root of D, then I name it as, for example, test. So here it shows a simple network with one link and two zones. But I want to delete them before I create anything. So these are things I don't want to use. So I go to edit and edit the palette line. Palette. Okay, palette. So, but this window is too big. Resize it. It's too big for this resolution, so you won't be able to see it. Is there any way to do that? So now we face a problem. This is too big. Actually, I just want to use something here. It's hidden, so I never experienced this at home. So let me see if I can successfully find it. So let me auto-hide the taskbar and see. Okay, I find it. But it cannot be resized. That's okay. So at the bottom of this edit palette, there is a drop-down list. So which indicates different entities in the network. And the first thing I want to do is to remove everything. So I just quickly select link, and I use my, I don't know if I can remove it. Delete, and save. Okay, and I go to, I will explain this later, but I want to quickly do that. Save. Junctions. Okay, so I have deleted everything. Similarly, very similar to COSIM, the first task is to create junctions. So in here we already see junctions. I mean at the bottom we already see junctions. Then I want to emphasize the control, the operation in Parametrics is very different from other software packages. The left button is not used for selecting, it's used for locating. The middle button is used for selecting. So I want to create a junction here. Here is the cursor, so I just use this button. This button to add a node. So here is a node created. And I use left click. If I left click somewhere, the screen will automatically zoom to that place, pan to that place. And just add. I use left click and add here. I use another left click to add a node here. Then I lost myself, and let's see where it is. So I can still use scroll wheel to zoom in, zoom out. And the last node will be here. Save it. Here's button to save. Great. Very great. So we have created 5 junctions. The next step is to create links. So go to the bottom of the palette and choose links. In order to create a link, I first use my middle button to select one node. See? If you cannot select it, just zoom in. So you select. So this is selected. Then you use your right click to select another node. It cannot be selected, so I zoom in. So it's selected. And if I use my middle button and right button, I will be able to create a link. So I just press here to add it. Similarly, I can create 4 other links. add. Oh, it's not crashing. Add. So, I have successfully this one. So I have created 4 links. And now if we select one link by using middle button and right button, we'll be able to see the selected object here, and I can specify the category of this link. So how many lanes and the speed limit. So in parametrics, each link is belonging to a certain category, and you define the category. You change the speed limit or the number of lanes by defining new categories. So it's organized. Okay. So the next step is to create the 4-way stop signs. Let me go back to junctions and select the middle junction. And here is a checkbox called Always Stop. And just select it and save it. So at the center, we have already defined a stop sign. Now it's the most tricky part. I want to create zones. The zones in parametrics are defined by links, small links or short links named zone connectors. In order to create zone connector, I have to create some new junctions, the new nodes. For example, here, this is a node. This is another node. Here's another node. Here. I created these junctions because I want to create links, and I want to change the links later on to be zone connectors. Then I create some links. It's very difficult to add. So here. And here. So I save it. So I created 4 short links, and for each of them, I want to change them. I want to change it to zone connectors. So let me select, for example, this link. This link. I couldn't find the other node. So that's really bad. So this always happens. Okay, let me try the other place. If I choose this one, so it's so difficult. What should I do?
It cannot display a node in parametrics.
I think so. Let me try. This is something I really don't want to do. Okay, so I just want to do it again. I create. Oh, in vSync we saw the menu. We have undo and redo, but they typically cannot be used. In parametrics, we don't even have them. Okay, we don't even have them, so be very very careful. So let me do it another time. So let me create another junction here, and add. Oh, I saw it. Good. It's important to select the other one. So, what should I do? If I have wasted a lot of time here. So like last time, let's pause this and go to transients, and let's see if we can resolve it. I mean, after the class, after introducing transients. Transients is very difficult to learn, but it's not very difficult to use. I mean, after you are familiar with it, it will be more and more easily to do it. And actually, it's very reliable, so it's not as buggy as other programs. So transients will be a good candidate for you to do this project, to do the final project. And here I want to introduce a lot of tools, but they are very easy to learn. So if you understand one of them, you will be able to understand all of them. The first step is to install transients. There are two ways to install transients. For example, you can download transients installation package and just run it. The other way is to download the zip file, and just unzip it by yourself. For example, I downloaded a zip file and I unzip it here at the root of D called transients. And in this folder, you are going to see a lot of exe files. So these are tools that you can use. Transients is a package of a lot of tools. But if you just click any of them, you won't be able to know how to use it. So that's why I want to demonstrate in detail how to use it today. But you unzip the folder is not enough. You have to tell the operating system how to locate them. So the only thing you want to do is to go to System, the control panel. Then you go to I know how to do it, but okay. Let me see. Windows. I know the short key, but I don't know which is called System. So you go to System, Control Panel, go to System. Under System, you will be able to check this, to click this Advanced System Settings. And here is a button called Environment App Variables. And click it in the dialog.